Welcome to China Horse Business, the one and only podcast about Chinese booming horse market. I'm your host Zoe King, founder and CEO of Wonder Horse, from Shanghai, discovering the wonder of horse world.
Hello everyone, I'm Julia and I work in advertising agency as the operation director in Shanghai. Our clients are mostly international brands from diverse sectors such as F&B, fashion, cosmetics. So basically what we do is we do digital related campaigns for our clients.
Hello Julia, thank you for co-hosting this episode with me. As a branding specialist, did you think the brands may be interested in getting involved in Chinese equestrian events?
I was actually at the Global Champion Tour in Shanghai this year. It was a great experience. I think that kind of the equestrian events provide a very unique occasion for brands to tie the emotional link with their consumers and VIPs. So Chinese consumers today want more than just a good product. They also pay attention to the experience and the lifestyle brought by the brand. So as a matter of fact, we have already been approached by several equestrian events organizers in China, and we are assisting our clients to make appropriate branding strategy regarding their participations in those equestrian events.
Sounds great. Let me know if you need any information.
Sure, I will do. Now let's get started with the China Club. Which one are you going to introduce us today?
We are going to have a look at Nanjing Monet Garden Equestrian Club. Founded just 2 years ago, the club is located in a public park in central area in Nanjing. They recently signed a partnership agreement with Zhonghe International Art and Education Group to upgrade the facilities of the club. Now they have both outdoor and indoor riding arenas. It is real in Central City. The club has 20 horses, mostly ponies. They claim to have 1,000 members with the average age of 8. The club offers different riding packages from 4 to 100 classes. One riding class costs from 80 to 100 euros. The club hires 10 local coaches and 1 foreign coaches from France. They practice the coaching system approved by Chinese Equestrian Association.
Okay, so we are in November now. It's getting cold in the north of China. Are there still equestrian events taking place recently?
All competitions are pretty much wrapping up in Beijing and Tianjin because it is getting cold in the north of China. Meanwhile, most competitions are moving to the south, like Canton and Chengdu. The Yishion Jinbole Open will be held in Dongguan Jinbole Equestrian Club in Guangdong on November 23 and 24. This year, the competition is listed FEI 3 stars for the first time. In addition, 1m6 jumping challenge has been added to the program this year as part of Jinbole new talent plan. All Chinese riders can sign up for this challenge. Every finisher without penalty will win 50,000 RMB prize money and a new saddle sponsored by the organizer. The Yishion Jinbole competition has also been imported to Chengdu from November 1st to 3 in cooperation with a local organizer. The title sponsor, Yishion, is a Dongguan-based fashion clothing group. Yishion has been sponsoring over 20 competitions for the last 6 years.
Okay, so in China Q&A section, we got a question from William from New Zealand. Here is his question. Hi Zoe, I am a thoroughbred trainer in New Zealand. I heard about the horse racing organized by Rider Horse in Inner Mongolia. I wonder how many racing days are there in China. Thank you.
Thanks, William, for the question. Generally speaking, there are 2 types of horse races in China. The first type is the Chinese Equestrian Association's official racing days. 7 racing days taking place in Xinjiang, Hothot, Wuhan, Hainan, are considered as the official races, among which national championship held in Wuhan in November is the most important race. Then you have another type of racing day, regular races hosted by private organizer, such as Rider Horse in Inner Mongolia, Yulong Racing Club in Shanxi, and Wuhan Jockey Club. In total, 55 regular racing days are organized in China this year.
Okay, so I have a dog, and I have to bring him to the vet clinic when it gets sick. And luckily, the clinic is just in the neighborhood. I wonder what happens when the horses get sick.
Well, I talked to Jennifer Zhou. She's an equine veterinarian practicing in Beijing. She will tell us how they take care of horses in China.
Great, let's listen to her China story.
Hello, Jennifer. Long time no see. How have you been?
I'm good, thanks. Busy with my baby.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my new project.
Yes. So Jennifer, you are veterinarian at Meilian Zhonghe Equine Hospital and business partner at Ruipeng Animal Medical Group. So can you tell us why you want to be a vet? It's very real in China, especially as a female vet.
It's a very a long history because I like animals since I was a child. I think this is the same to every vet in China or in the world that become a vet.
Okay.
The first thing is they like animals.
Mm-hmm.
And it was also an opportunity in my university when I graduated from my bachelor degree. There was no equine education in China at that time. Mm-hmm. Just when I continued my master degree, and that was a chance. After 60 years in China, there's just non-equine education, and then the university decided to bring it back to our education system. So that was my first year. It actually has equine education. So one of the Professor Han Guocai, he was the director of one of the military farm in Mongolia for over 30 years. And he was brought back to the university as a professor to teach equine science.
So you're the first generation.
Yeah, I was his first student.
Okay, cool.
So we were doing lots of equine breeding and reproduction, and then I follow him to some of the farms in China, and also we have a program cooperate with the German equine hospital. So I had a chance. That was my first time actually to practice in one of the hospital in Europe, and that's where I see equine veterinary developed and how it's like in overseas, and then just educate me in a way how China could be like in the future. So I'm lucky enough that I joined in my current company, Meilian Zhonghe. It's a chain hospital of small animals. Majority are small animals. We also have birds, like exotic animals, and also equine side is a special area for me that I'm currently working in this area, just only for horses. Meilian Zhonghe is a brand. It's originated in Beijing, and we started from 13 hospitals in Beijing. And 2015, I joined the company, and then we were purchased by another group called Ruipeng Animal Medical Group, and then we become 400 hospitals all over China. That was 2016, and then I was also very lucky that I become one of the partners in the company. Then, so the plan of the whole purchase decided to expand actually in a very fast speed. Currently, we have 1,000 hospitals in China, and the future plan is going to get on the American stock market and become 3,000 hospitals within 5 years. The majority of the hospitals are small animals, and we're only the tiny part, and in the whole company that people working on the equine side. So we have 3 full-time equine vets right now and 2 technicians to be part of the team. So we have 5 people in total.
Jennifer, can you describe a typical day of yourself in your clinic?
Most of the time, we just spend time in our car and we're driving e-vehicle. So we are offering the ambulatory service to different farms, and we don't have a base yet because the registration of equine hospital in Beijing is very difficult and also expensive. So the most practical way is for us just driving in the car and carrying all the capable equipments like an X-ray machine and ultrasound, and then we just go to the farm. We can do 3 farms a day. I think that's maximum. So we leave at 8 o'clock from a clinic. We just load up all the medicines we possibly need. Of course, we need to make appointment of each farm on that day as well, just to it's easier for us to make a plan on the road, which farm we go first and second and the last.
Okay.
And then so some farms we offer like routine service, for example, like dental treatment or annual body checkup, or sometimes there is like urgent, for example, colic or a big open cut or like bleeding wound that really need us to be there right now. Mm-hmm. So it takes like approximately maybe 1 hour in the farm. This includes treatment like clean the wound and bandage and changing the bandage, and then another 30 minutes probably just talk to the clients, education. Okay. And then we have also a vet technician to follow up the case. So for example, we need to change the bandage every 2 days. Then the technician will just go there himself and do the rest of the work. So if we finish in the morning from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock at one farm, then we go to the next one, probably take us another 1 hour or 1.5 hours to be there. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the day, after the farms, and probably will finish 6 or 7 already. And some busy days we really don't have time for lunch, or we may finish like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night. Summertime is fine because it's getting dark really late, but the wintertime is extremely terrible for us because we do most of the job outdoor. And one time we had an urgent case. It was a open cut, a bleeding wound, and they called us at 7 p.m. The time we went there, it was a freezing cold in the countryside area, and even the iodine that we use for disinfect the skin, it was frozen, and we can't really carry the suture thing like the needles, because our hand, it was frozen like a rock. It was so cold. And so because some of the farms right now, they haven't had designed a room for treating room. Okay. And some of the stables is really dark at night, and they have to just only in a public area where there's a light, or they have extension to have the light on to do the job. It's just some of the farms really simple. This is the backstage.
I talked to Jennifer on other topics such like how Chinese horse owner taking care of their horses, what's the challenge and perspective for the Chinese veterinary profession, etc. Jennifer delivered very interesting observations. We will share the rest of interview with Jennifer in the upcoming episode.
Okay, wow, it sounds like a very hard job.
Indeed, but she's doing good because she's doing it with passion.
May the force be with her.
All right, Julia. Thank you for hanging out. See you around.
Yes, thank you so much, Zoe, and see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
This podcast is produced by Wonder Horse, equine business solution provider and bespoke platform for Chinese equine community. I'm your host, Zoe King. See you next Monday on China Horse Business.